Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Anxiety Club, and this is a new documentary from director Wendy Lobel, and this focuses on funny, deep, and hopeful. This documentary captures the experience of anxiety through the eyes of comedians and explores their efforts to overcome their angst. And this film is just about an hour and 25 minutes of a group of comedians processing through their anxiety, how it relates to, informs, or how it's has that connection to the anxiety that they experience on a day-to-day basis. And you have, like big names like Marc Maron and so many others, and just reading off a list here, like Tiffany Jenkins and Joe List, Aparna Nancherla, Baron Vaughn, Ava Victor, who just came out with Sorry Baby. Love that film, and she's here talking about her experiences. Marc Maron's probably like the biggest name that's going to stick out here, but just naturally, them showing all of their like stand-up and them doing that, it's very funny. Marc Maron, I need to check out some of his stand-up because honestly, everything that they showed of him doing it was just absolutely fantastic. I'm more of a I found out about Marc Maron from Glow kind of person. But this film is funny. It really captures that humor, and it's interesting because it pulls back the curtains on these comedians and where they channel this humor from. But also, there's a lot of very vulnerable, intimate elements. One in particular, one of the comedians, really, puts it out there with her therapist and herself processing through her just connection with her kids and refusing them to go out and live life because she's just so terrified. And there's a range of anxiety here, but that one in particular is very serious. How others cope with alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. And you get these very intimate, very raw experiences with each of these comedians in their different way, and it's a diverse group that come from different backgrounds and perspectives, and how even cultural elements or upbringing and all these different things, it's so engaging and also very relatable for some of the things that they process through. There are some moments where even for 85 minutes, I feel like this film gets a little lost in the weeds, and it gets a little lost in some of their just day-to-day, and it slows the film down a bit. But in general, this is a very engrossing, very entertaining, but also resonant experience as you process and have a better understanding of how anxiety manifests in different ways, and how comedians some of them feel they're just funny and separate from hey, if I wasn't taking these drugs to help my anxiety, I wouldn't be able to get up and do this stand-up. So my comedy is separate, and others where it's I really channel this and utilize this and try to put myself out there through my comedy to process my anxiety. This is certainly a very worthwhile watch in a day and age where so many individuals deal with anxiety and depression, just, mental illness. And here, this is just a very raw, engaging exploration of that. And I think Lobel does a great job of tying this all together. But those are my thoughts on Anxiety Club. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.